You have some beautiful new music out right now. I'm curious though, going back, who are some of the artists that influenced you when you were growing up?
Yeah, without a doubt, Garth Brooks is number one. I have some amazing memories with my dad in his car, and we would pull out the cassette, the Garth Brooks cassette, and we'd put it in, let one side play, flip it over, let the other side play, and just continue to do that over and over again. But really, just all of '90s country, honestly. I mean, I grew up in the '90s and listening to all of the greats in the '90s, and honestly, that was probably the best time for country music anyhow. So.
A little bit of its most modern heyday. It's coming back though, I think, with some great new artists these days, including yourself. So thank you.
I
Uh,
agree. Thank you so much.
and you have uh, this insane song, Scars, out. What are
Yes.
people saying to you about how they connect to it?
It's man, that song is so much fun. That song came from a conversation that I had with the guys that I wrote it with, and Daniel Etheridge and Cole Phillips, and we were just sitting there one day, and we were talking about me getting shot in Afghanistan, and talked about just different scars that I've accumulated over the years, including wrecking a motorcycle at one point in time, and we just started talking about that, and we talked about where we wanted to go with the song. And I grew up listening to the outlaw style country music, and it just something that I've always wanted to do. And we decided to move in that direction and make it sound, a little bit more rock country. And I just grew up on that, and I think that it fits in what we're trying to do now with my music. And it all came from a conversation talking about the scars that were left after getting shot, both the physical and mental scars, and then it just slowly became what it is now. And yeah, now it's an amazing song, and we love playing it, and we've been playing it for a while now, and we finally got the opportunity to record and put it out.
Are people saying to you, they have their own scars and here's how it fits them? Or maybe people who have served like you have
Yes.
are reaching out and telling you about their scars?
Yeah, yeah, that's been something that's been happening for a while now. People who have served or people who are going through stuff, they reach out to me a lot, because I am incredibly transparent, and I'm gonna tell you the PTSD, the depression, the anxiety, all the stuff that I deal with. Like, I talk about it very openly. So people talk to me a lot about it, and they reach out to me a lot about stuff like that. And yeah, I think scars just kind of gave them the outlet to be like, man, here, let me tell you this story about this time. And it's really cool. It's really cool to be able to connect with people on that level to where they just want to tell stories. I think it's really cool.
I'm sure it's very hard maybe for you to perform it live. What is that experience like for you?
Oh man, that song performing live is awesome. We love playing it live. We've been playing it live. It's the start of the show for every show. That is the first song that we play to start the show off. It just kind of sets the tone for the rest of the show, especially with what we're doing now. It's more of the rock country stuff, and that song just kind of sets the tone for all of it.
We talked a little bit about your songwriting process for Scars, but is there a way that you tend to write the music you make? Is there a different formula for it every time?
Yeah, I think it's different every time. I learned very quickly, from way better songwriters than myself, that you walk into a room and you write whatever's in that room that day. It could be something like "How Do You Choose," which is a song about my best friend that was killed in Afghanistan, or it could be something like "Scars," which is just a fun, kick butt song, or it could be something like "I'm America," or it really all depends on the day, and it depends on the mood of everybody that's in that room that day, and just kind of what that room gives us that day.
How much of a say then do you have on the production side of the music do you make?
I don't know a whole lot about production, so I have as much as probably just enough to get in trouble and in the production room. Um, no, I'm with an incredible producer that I trust with my life, so I kind of tell them the direction that we want to move, and he kind of just makes it work somehow. I'm still very new to this world. I'm still very new to the whole industry, really, and especially going into a studio and recording and stuff like that. So I trust my producer to do what we're trying to do.
I love your cover of Fortunate Sons, and
Thank you.
sure a lot of people have reached out to you, including I love that Gary Sinise personally invited you to perform it at the Opry. What did that mean to you?
Yes. Oh, it meant everything. It was crazy. So there's a whole backstory between me and Gary Sinise. Like 13 years before that, I was at Walter Reed after I got shot, and I wanted to meet him. Apparently, he comes to Walter Reed all the time, and he meets all the soldiers and the veterans and stuff. And he came in one day, and they're like, "Oh, by the way, Gary Sinise is here." And I was like, "Who is Gary Sinise?" And they're like, "Lieutenant Dan." I was like, "Oh my God, I want to meet Lieutenant Dan. Absolutely, I want to meet him." And so then, I got the opportunity to, so we stayed around. We tried, like, they pushed off a surgery that I was supposed to go in to try and meet him. Eventually, I had to end up going into surgery, and I never got the chance to meet him. And then, yeah, it's that I had been telling that story at different podcasts and different interviews and all these different things. And somehow the word got back to him, and I got an email from him one day, and he was like, "Hey, bud, heard you've been looking for me." It was crazy. And then, got the opportunity to go to his foundation building that's in Franklin, Tennessee now that they moved. And he walked in the room, and I ran over and grabbed him and squeezed him. And I said, "Man, 13 years I've been waiting for this moment. I've been waiting for this moment for 13 years." And it was just it's amazing. And and he's such an incredible person. He's truly an amazing person. And yeah, it's great to be a part of what he's a part of because he is truly changing lives.
Okay, you have Scars, you have Fortunate Son. What's next for you? Have you been busy working on a full album or an EP?
Yes, yeah, we're working on more music now. Definitely working on some really cool stuff right now, and just playing shows, trying to get out there as much as we can. I want to help people with my music, and the only way that I can do that is for people to hear my music or hear my story. So the more that I can get out there, the more that I can try to help in some way, shape, or form. Someone who's dealing with stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure quite a blessing to so many people's lives musically and with your emotional messages to the story you've had from your life. My goodness. Um, are there people who are reaching out to you and telling you, they'd love to collaborate with you on music in the future? Maybe you have some things in the works?
Yeah, we I can't say too much, but we definitely have some stuff in the works. Craig Morgan is a really good friend of mine, and me and him wrote a song together, and we're possibly looking at something maybe in the future. But yeah, there's definitely some more collabs that we're working on, and can't say too much though. Can't say too much.
What can fans expect from a live Scotty Hastings performance?
Oh man, our show it's fun. It's energy. It's gonna be a good time. You're gonna learn a lot about me and who I am and my heart and my soul and hopefully it's at the end of the day I'm a performer and I'm an entertainer and I want to do my part to try to just bring people together and have a good time and I really hope that that's what happens when people are at a show. I hope that everyone just has a good time and they all come together in one moment and we just have fun.
You've opened for artists like Lee Brice, Dave Grohl, Jelly Roll. Where are some of your favorite places to perform?
Oh, without a doubt, top of the list is Grill Opry. Without a doubt, it's like it's the mountaintop of country music.
Sure.
That's once you get there, once you play there, you're just that's I don't know if there's anywhere to go after that. You just continue to try to stay up on that mountaintop as much as possible. But there's been so many shows that every show, every stage that I get to be a part of, that's when I'm on stage, that's therapy for me. That's for me, that's the stage is my sanctuary, and I want to be on every single stage I possibly can, and I don't take it for granted at all that I even get to be on a stage or get to I get to live so many people's dreams and it's incredible and it's more than I ever thought I would ever be doing for sure.
You support so many wonderful veteran themed organizations. Is there a way you recommend people to get involved or some specific places you would love for people to lend their hands with?
Yeah, I mean, just really anything that you can do to help. At the end of the day, we are all we have, right? Like we have to take care of each other, and I think that it's important. Especially nonprofits, military nonprofits helped save my life. So if I can do my part to help a military nonprofit as well, or to endorse a military nonprofit, it just feels right. I mean, I want to do, I want to help people, and the military nonprofits want to help people, and it just seems perfect to align together. And and yeah, I can't say enough for nonprofits that are out there trying to help as much as possible.
What would you like to say then to everyone who are fans and supporters of the incredible music that you continue to make?
Oh man, thank you. Thank you so much. It's just the people, I mean, the support means more than they will ever know. I mean, this is, like I said, I started music as a form of therapy for myself to fight the PTSD, the depression, the anxiety that I was dealing with. It was never supposed to be a career. It was never supposed to be what it is. It has since become so much more and so much, and it's been absolutely incredible. And it's been a hell of a ride. It truly has. And honestly, everyone who supports me and believes in me, like, I thank you is doesn't feel like enough, but it's all I can think of right now. I mean, it's their support means more than anything, truly.
Well, I think your support means everything too. Your bravery. I can't thank you enough for the service you gave to our country.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.